Hi guys, we're going to run through a quick run through of the apps that you'll need for my classroom. This will be for chemistry, honors chemistry, APES, biology, whatever. These are some very multi-purpose apps. I really think that you use them not only in my classes but in some other classes as well. So let's just sort of run through those real quick and look at the apps that you guys will need. What you'll need to start off with, okay, Dropbox I think is an absolutely essential app. Dropbox is where I keep most of my files so that they're with me pretty much at all times. It's a great way to manage files, which is normally pretty hard on an iPad or an iOS device. Evernote, also a really good tool to have at your disposal, and it works much in the same way as Dropbox. It's going to hang on to multiple different things, and it's going to sync them across multiple devices. I use it all the time to take notes because basically you can just hit a note and start typing in it, okay? And it's a great way to take some quick notes in a meeting or in class or something like that, and then you can it'll sync across all of your devices, including the web, so you can use them on any computer. You also need an annotation app of some sort. Sketch actually works really well. If you have Evernote, Sketch works with it. You could upload a PDF to Evernote and then write on it using Sketch. I use this one right here. You do not need to get this. This is a pay app, but it's called a New Annotate Plus PDF. It allows you to do a lot of things with a PDF, including turning them into some searchable documents so that you can find some stuff. You don't need to buy that. If you got something like Sketch, or you can look up another free annotation app and those will work well. The next four apps here are all of the same variety. They're what I call screencasting apps. And what they'll allow you to do with the iPad is basically you can record the screen of your iPad while you're talking into it generally and writing. So really the first three are essentially interchangeable. It really doesn't matter to me in any way which one of those you use, and basically the way it works is that you hit the record button, it's recording your voice, and you can draw on it and write what you need to write. Usually if you have a stylus or something that works okay, but you can certainly do your finger with it. And then you can pause it, you can then upload it somewhere if you want. We're not going to do that for this particular case. All of those three apps at the beginning there, Show Me, Screenchomp, Educreations, they work somewhat similarly. I actually prefer to use a pay app called Explain Everything, and the reason that I prefer it is that you can see here, so you have a lot of different options here for the way to import and also to export, and I like having that control. But the other apps will work just fine. We'll work with Screenchomp or Educreations or Show Me. You also need a scanning app. You can use Scan or Crafter. Those are two free ones. Red Laser, any of those really will work. You just need something to be able to scan barcodes or QR codes, because we'll do several things with those this year as well. These next two apps that look almost exactly the same, they're iBrainstorm and iBrainstorm Companion. They are two separate apps, and it's going to say that the Companion is an iPhone app. That's okay. You still want that. And the reason that you want that is because it's going to enable one person to run the whole thing and then someone else to ship stuff over to that. And we'll do a lot of collaborative brainstorming. Camscanner is a great app that you can basically take a picture of something like a whiteboard and turn it into a PDF file immediately, which is great. And obviously you could use that with the annotation apps and stuff like that. Plop it into Evernote or Dropbox and then annotate it and mark it up and do all kinds of stuff. Great way to take notes on stuff that you're doing. You could even do it for your lab stuff. Take pictures, put it in Evernote. That stuff will work awesome. Last one here is something called Whiteboard. And Whiteboard will let a couple of people share a whiteboard and write on it together so you can collaborate on some ideas. And that will also be really helpful. One other thing that I want you to do pretty much immediately, okay, is I want you to go to Safari and I want you to go to ptable.com, okay? And so once you get there, this is a great periodic table web tool that you want to use. And so what you want to do is you want to go to the little arrow button there that basically says, hey, send this somewhere, and you want to put add to home screen. Okay? And as soon as you do that, and you can call it whatever you want, it doesn't really matter, it's going to be dynamic periodic table. And once you do that, it's going to pop up and give you this little thing here, and then when you press that the next time, you have to be connected to the internet, of course, but it's just going to jump you right there, and you'll have that with you at all times. Okay, so really super useful. You want to get that pretty much as soon as you can. Once you get all that stuff installed, guys, I think we're pretty much ready to go, and we can be really productive and hopefully use as little paper as possible this year.